gonna set up a giant winter scene so we can take some really fun pics. When I was at Target the other day, the main thing they had was a bunch of trees, which gave me the idea to make a winter scene. So I picked up a few, then a few more, and a few more. Okay, wow, that's a lot of trees. When we're making a scene, diorama, or a set, we have to start with the background. Michael's has sky posters. They are really light, so they will make the perfect snowy sky. Together, they span almost the whole length of my table. I'm going to put them on the walls using a little Insta-Tacky or poster putty. This stuff is reusable, and it should come off the walls without leaving a mark. I say should because I had one situation where it actually pulled the paint off my wall. Wasn't really happy about that, but it only happened one time. Place it on the back corners of the poster, then attach it to the wall. We have a center seam, which I am not loving, but perhaps we can cover that later. This is Village Snow Roll. It feels pretty much like pillow fluff, but it does roll out into a nice long sheet. Right now, I'm thinking more clouds than snow. I think we need a few hills here and there. Take a box, place it underneath the snow, add more snow to make our background. Take the trees, place them on the snow, covering up the base. There is a lot of white here, so the more trees we can add, the better. I start by filling in the back. I want to keep the center kind of clear because that's where I will mainly place my dolls for taking photos. So I'm placing the trees in a semicircle around that space. But we need a couple near the front to interrupt the scene. I just make a little hole in the snow to plant my tree. It's like the best way to garden. Let's add a few smaller trees. And let's try one with a different type of branch for a little variety. I found this windmill at Michael's. It's totally the wrong scale, but if we put it in the back of the scene, it might look like it's very far away, giving the illusion that our set is bigger than it is. I'm going to add some smaller trees around the windmill to try and sell the illusion. With a scene like this, we're looking for interesting angles, like little pathways through the trees, or maybe an area that's kind of congested, so it looks like there's a lot going on in the scene. Remove the tree in the front so we can add larger items like this sleigh. I picked up a knit stocking from Five Below. This cost $4. I place my doll inside of the stocking, then put them in the sleigh. Add some pillows to the back so they're nice and comfy, so it looks like our doll is on a sleigh ride. Add 2 dolls and leather cording, so it looks like there is a horse or a reindeer pulling the sleigh. And of course, we can always place a model horse right in front to give the full effect. When I take a photo, I like to have a little something interrupting the scene, so I take one of the trees and then just put it close to the camera, and it'll look kind of blurred while everything behind it is focused. And now it looks like they're riding between the trees. We can use the indoor snowballs we found at Target to make it look like we're building a miniature snowman. The balancing does take a little bit of work, but we got it. If we need our snowman to be taller, just add a box underneath the snow, then build the snowman on top of the box. The box will give our figure something to lean against so they can stand for the photo. Add a couple of twigs. I painted sewing pins black so I can use them for eyes, a mouth, and a few buttons down the front. I'm fresh out of carrots, so I'm using an orange push pin for a nose to make our cute little snowman. However, there's a lot of white here, and sometimes that can get lost in the photos. So when I'm dealing with things that have a lot of bright colors or white and they just look kind of muted, you have to cast a shadow. See, so I'm using my hand to cast a shadow on the side of the snowman, which makes him a lot more visible. A lot of times I'll just use a plain piece of white paper to block some of my lights, and that really helps out. Speaking of lights, if I would like to change this to a winter night scene, then I switch out the blue sky with this galaxy print from Michaels to go from day to night. This is a really fun background. There's a lot we can do with it. And it's pretty simple to make. All of our trees came from Target, our snow came from Michaels. You could also use a white blanket or pillow fluff. And when we're finished with our scene, we'll store everything in a large plastic container. And if we place a window in front of it, it makes a great view. Thank you for joining us while we set up our winter scene. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff and the Frog Vlog.
And you're done.
Happy crafting!
Under the mistletoe, we're Santa's little helpers. We make all the toys, the trinkets for the girls and the trucks for the boys. We're Santa's little helpers, so we know every trick